Yeah, I'm okay with you calling me a car fanatic. It's in my genes. I remember hearing about my grandfather's 1950s Mercedes-Benz 190D back in East Africa, and my uncle got an OEM Mercedes-Benz visor to put on the front windshield, kind of covering the top of it. And it was kind of the window tint of the time. So I've heard those stories, and I'm sure my dad growing up customized his tractor back in India. He also had a Ford Mustang when he came here to Oklahoma, so cars have always kind of been in my blood and my family. So, with that, I kind of took things to the next level. I kind of feel like I have this talent to make cars look a little bit different, a little bit unique. Well, I went over the top and I built a show car. This was my Audi S4. Now, like I said, yes, over the top, it had an air ride suspension, it had imported carbon fiber parts, a one-of-a-kind trunk setup that was all a wood floor, subwoofers in it, a Stage 2 Plus tune. It went on to win many, many shows in the aftermarket world, the Audi VW world, and was actually featured by Audi of America on their website for being such a unique vehicle with the trunk setup, and everything still looked OEM from the outside for the most part. You could tell there was something going on, and that's what they liked. That's what I like. And that's really what this video is about. I want to help you learn the top 5 things that you can do to your vehicle to make it look different, make it look unique, make it look your own, but something that's going to get attention. Let's get into it. Alright, we'll use my 2002 BMW E39 as an example. Now, these are going to be the top 5 things that you can do. They're relatively easy to do and for the most part cost effective when you compare it to other things that you can do mainly in the aftermarket world. Let's get going. Number 1 is window tint. I 100% recommend going with a window tint that looks the same all the way around. 50% is the way to go. It's going to be clean, it's going to block some sunlight, and for the most part across the US it's legal, so it's going to go well with what we're trying to build here. The number 2 thing you're going to want to do is lower your vehicle. I would lower it about 1 inch to 1.5 inches using springs. If coilovers are in the budget, great, you can do that. That gives you the flexibility of lowering it even more, bringing it back up to stock height, maybe even a little higher. Springs is the way to go, but you're going to want to get a good quality spring. That can make a huge difference. Alright, so we dropped the car a little bit, looks aggressive, handles a lot better. Let's go with wheels. Instead of going the aftermarket route, I recommend going with what I call an OEM Plus wheel. So if you've got the base model vehicle for your make and model, look at the sport version and see what wheels came on that car. And you can usually pick them up relatively cheap on Facebook Marketplace or forums because most of those people are trying to get rid of them as they move to an aftermarket wheel. So, for example, on my BMW, I'm looking at an M5 wheel. On Mercedes-Benz, I'm looking for an AMG wheel. So next thing we're going to add is another element from that OEM Plus higher up model vehicle in your make and model range. So you can do a spoiler, you can do a front grille, you can do side mirrors, you can do a hood, just something that comes from that higher model that's going to make your car look a little different. Again, we're not trying to build or mimic that AMG or M5, we're trying to take elements from it and add it to our own vehicle to make it a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more unique. Alright, the last thing we're going to do is either debadge or rebadge our vehicle. So, if I've got a Mercedes-Benz, I'm going to leave the star on it, but I might pull off the E300 or E350 or whatever the badge is. That's definitely one option. Or you can always go with the second option of updating that badge. So, if I've got a 2002 BMW, I might get the same badge for the same model, but pull it from a 2022 or 2023 to update the font look, etc. You can also pick up matte black badges that make it look completely different from the OEM chrome. Definitely a good thing to look into. All right, it all sounds good. What does it look like? Let's look at my completed BMW E39. Tell me what you think. Not too shabby, right? Let's look at another example from the Mercedes-Benz W213 I had, where I did the same type of things. Lowered it, grille, AMG wheels, and the trunk spoiler from an E43 AMG. Tell me what you think. Again, the most important part is where you get the parts. Source good quality parts, go with OEM. Aftermarket springs, definitely get a good spring product setup. Same type of thing if you're going with window tint, get it from a reputable shop. It's going to make your car look that much different. And again, for the most part, this is all cost effective. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button in the corner for me. If you liked it, hit the like button. Definitely leave a comment if you have any questions about where to get parts or recommendations for your specific car. I'm happy to help. And again, if you like the video, share it with somebody else who's a car fanatic. And thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.